am slightly concerned because I thought we were going to walk into this room and see it at least wallpapered.
Yeah, me too.
But there's still a... We're nearing the end of the first day of our secret transformation at the home of champion charity worker and speech trainer Anne Blight. She's dedicated the last 12 years to helping those affected by extreme stammering. Anne's away on a mini break and has no idea that some of the ex-stammerers she's helped are giving their spare time to transform her home.
Anne's made such a big difference to my life. It'd be nice to make a small difference to her life.
But despite all their efforts, things are now running behind. The team has had to put in the biggest job of this makeover, painting the banister, on hold because the stair carpet had to go down. Now new flooring has again interrupted the transformation, this time in the lounge. Anne's carpet is being replaced by an oak effect laminate. This is also being fitted across the hall and cloakroom, which links the whole of the downstairs and helps create a sense of space. This will be ideal for when she has her grandchildren to stay. It's hard-wearing, easy to clean and cuts down on dust allergies. It's relatively inexpensive compared to carpet, with prices starting from around £5 a square metre. Laminate is simple to lay. It requires minimum DIY skills, and an average-sized room can easily be transformed in a weekend. This job could have been done by our team of helpers if we had the luxury of more time, but to speed things along, we brought in the professionals.
See, this is what I like to see, a hive of activity.
No choice.
And you're getting your hands dirty.
Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to just be standing there pointing at things and telling people to do stuff?
I wish. This is a very hands-on job for everybody.
I am slightly concerned because I thought we were going to walk into this room and see it at least wallpapered.
Yeah, me too.
It's getting dark. What is the hold-up?
The hold-up is like the hall. There was a lot of wall prep to be done.
Yeah.
In the middle of that, our floor guys came. Now, on the positive side, at least we have the floor done.
Yes, by the way, I haven't even looked at that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, but work had to stop while this was happening.
Yeah, this is trouble, isn't it?
Yeah, I have my gorgeous wallpaper.
Ooh, is this the paper for in here, then?
Yeah, but I need to get it up.
That's beautiful. Now, she's going to love that.
It's very her, isn't it?
Yeah. Is that the right way around?
No.
This is it. We're going to make sure that it... That's it.
And as soon as they've got these walls painted, I want them to start with the wallpaper. Because you know yourself, there's a right few hours in just wallpaper in this room.
There's the hallway as well, isn't
I haven't
there?
started in the wallpaper in there either. It's going to be a late one.
One of the helpers volunteering his time and willing to work into the night is Phil Davis. When he met Anne 8 years ago, his stammer was so severe, he struggled to do even the simplest things with his children.
I have a son and a daughter. The daughter's name is Laura, and my son is called...
When I first met Phil, obviously there are a number of things he couldn't do, as with anyone who stammers, but it was more, I think, his demeanour, his facial expression. He looked very sad. His shoulders were sort of round, and that's what I remember more than anything, apart from, obviously, his stammer, which was desperately upsetting, naturally, because when I asked him to say his wife and his children's names, he couldn't say them, and that was hugely emotional for him.
What sort of things, I guess as parents, we take for granted that you struggled with?
I think it was, you know, maybe reading them stories at night. I would sort of struggle sometimes. Most parents want to sit and read to their children and tell them a bedtime story, and for me that was very challenging.
And how did they react to it?
Well, it's interesting because instinctively, I think they knew. I remember we went to buy a carpet, and I chose the carpet, and then the salesman said, let's go to the counter. And the children, I just remember they ran to the counter and said, his name's Phil Davis, and he lives at... And they said, oh, what very helpful children, you know, and they just knew.
They sort of covered your back for you.
Yeah. When I found Starfish, I thought, this would be my last shot.
Really?
And I will give it everything that Anne wants of me.
Right.
And that's what I did. And here I am, 7.5 years later.
Chatting to me, painting Anne's room?
Yeah.
Am I right in thinking that you gave a speech at your daughter's birthday?
Yeah, my daughter Laura when she was 18.
That must have been utterly terrifying and utterly exhilarating at the same time.
I think there was maybe 60 people and 75% of those were our friends who I'd never met.
Yeah.
And it was very emotional for me, I have to say. And I was able to stand up and I was able to tell people what I thought of Laura from my heart with the words that I wanted to say.
Brilliant.
And that made it for me.
Yeah,
that
that's
made it for me.
fantastic.
It's when you hear stories like Phil's that it makes me so glad that we are doing this for Anne. I'm a mum and I cannot even get my head around how hard it must be as a parent to not be able to read your child a bedtime story. And the story that he told me about his kids running forward to give him his name and address at that carpet shop, you just think, God, it affects every single element of your life. And then there's somebody like Anne who could have just done this as a day job, you know, turned up at 9 o'clock, left at 5 o'clock, helped as many people as she could, but she's actually taking the time to support them throughout their lives. I mean, she is an incredible lady. The lounge is at last moving forward. Painting is in full swing. A soft grey colour for the walls has been picked from the hall carpet which links the two areas. Neutral tones will open up this long, narrow room and make it feel much wider and brighter. Two walls are being painted in matte emulsion, and to save money and time, the team are simply painting over the existing wallpaper. This is fine provided the wallpaper is secure and doesn't have holes or peeling patches. However, to eliminate any pattern, apply 2 coats of paint, and if the wallpaper seams are still visible, then lightly sandpaper them smooth before applying a 3rd coat.
Well, as you can see, we are nearing the end of day 1, or rather we should be, but we're not. That's because we are about 6 hours behind schedule, mainly because I think all of us have underestimated exactly how much preparation work needed to be done here. We're gathering speed now, which is good, and some of the painters have offered to work through the night, which is fantastic because we have to get this house finished. Anne is such an amazing woman and she has done such an amazing job for so many people that I want her to come back to this house and I want it to be perfect.
Are you putting that on before, are you tiling and then putting it on?
This panel's now got to go on. You wouldn't get this on without that panel there. So now the tiles can tuck behind that and then it will get sealed about.
Yeah, and then, but that will be covered with tiles.
The whole lot's
The whole lot's going to be tiled. Perfect.
Neil, Joe, what's going on? Right, this is ready to go now. We can get
Right, floor coverings down, we're really up against it. Everyone's working really hard and everyone's been allocated jobs, but we really need to get some bodies on the staircase because we've got to get 2 or 3 coats.
Can you go and get people from next door? I've got sandpaper. This is now ready to rock and roll.
I'll get from a kitchen.
Guys, I know you're all busy and you're working hard. I really need some help on the staircase. Can we all jump on and get it done because we need to get 2 or 3 coats on it? Is that all right?
Like this, when everyone needs tea. Who wants a cuppa? Yes, please. Yes, go. Grab it. Would you like a cup of tea?
With so much to do, Anne's husband David has to lend a hand.
Well, just got to this point in the day and it's all hands on deck now. Just trying to catch up a bit of time.
David's undercoating the wooden fire surround, which will be painted cream to make it stand out against the new wooden floor and give the room a more contemporary look. Like the banisters, this is another painstaking job which requires sanding, undercoating and a couple of top coats of paint. So the only way to get this makeover finished is for everyone to continue working through into the night.
It's early morning and the world is just waking up. I'm just enjoying my first cuppa of the day. Now, last night was incredibly difficult. The whole team are kind of flagging. We're all on our last legs. Everybody worked so hard and we're so close. The wallpaper's almost on. Most of the painting's been done, but this is the bit that really worries me. Anne is due back in a couple of hours. Now, if we had the whole day, I wouldn't be worried at all. I'm a tad nervous, though, because there is still so much to do.
But the biggest job of the makeover is now finished. The wooden banisters have been brought up to date with a contemporary cream. But apart from the wall featuring Anne's favourite paper, the rest of the hall is still worryingly bare. There's been good progress in the downstairs loo, though. The modern suite is now complemented by Victorian-look tiles. Wallpapering has started in the living room. With 2 walls painted neutral, it allows for a bold design statement, and feature walls are the answer. To achieve this, choose the architectural focal points. In this living room, it's the fireplace and window. Then hang a vibrantly designed wallpaper. Joe's chosen a paper with a slight sheen, which will bounce light around this long room. And he's worked out a solution for the mirror, which was too dark and overpowering to hang above the fireplace.
That's looking so much better already.
Yeah, it's looking great. A few more coats, I think, we're there, Joe, but
Yeah.
time to dry.
Oh, I know. But I see what you're doing is actually perfect for me. The really dark parts, focusing, you know, on them.
OK. Are you happy with the colour, though?
Yeah, the colour's great. It's going to work so much better with the fireplace, isn't it?
Before it was a bit darker, wasn't it? But now it's going to look great, I think, yeah.
Yeah, and this stuff's great. This you just pick something DIY shop, don't you?
Quick drawing.
What's happening? What's happening?
This is my big old mirror that I
Yeah.
picked up for Anne, but it was a bit dark and dingy, you know,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So we picked up a can of Ivory spray paint in the DIY shop.
Brilliant.
And he's doing such a good job, I'm going to get him spraying everything from now on.
So you can use this on wood, metal and ceramic. So I guess you could use it. So if you went to... Because I keep going to those junk shops and you see those old pictures.
Yeah, with the
And I don't
frames.
like the pictures, but I kind of like the frames, but I think, oh, it would be nice to jazz them up a bit. This looks fantastic.
Yeah, she's going to love this, isn't she?
She really is. It's a big departure from what she has been used to and what she's had, but it's still really her as well.
But I think it's going to be her, yeah. I think she's going to love
Whole
it.
new lease of life.
These spray paints cost around £8 a can, and you can use them to revamp any previously varnished, lacquered or polyurethane frames. If you want to have a go, there are just a few simple steps to follow. Obviously, you want to paint the frame, not the mirror, so if it doesn't come out of the frame, cover the glass with a sheet of paper. Give it a gentle once-over with sandpaper until the texture is slightly rough. This will help the paint stick and ensure a smooth and even coverage. Shake the can well to mix the paint, around 2 minutes. Lay the frame flat, then from around a foot away, spray on a thin layer of paint using a sweeping motion. Let it dry completely. Apply several thin coats to avoid drips and wells of paint building up in the moulding. Leave to dry for at least an hour before hanging. For more tips on home improvement, check out the Channel 4 website. With the mirror finished, the cream frame now ties in with the more contemporary fire surround, which has also been sprayed. They now combine to make a striking focal point in the lounge.
Oh, what a difference.
The fireplace for me is the big transformation.
That looks unbelievable. And I know that for a lot of people, painting woodwork or painting things like fireplaces, banister rails, things like that.
Yeah.
It's a real leap of faith because if you get it wrong, that is going to be a swine to try and take all that paint off. But it has just transformed that
But if
whole...
you get it right,
Yeah.
it looks amazing. And all you have to do is be careful. Just 3 quick steps. Give it a light sand down
Yeah.
first, a quick dry and primer, and then go on with your paint.
And then do it.
That's what stops it. It's the primer and sand stops it kind of bubbling or, you know,
Yeah.
cracking.
In the downstairs loo, the professional carpenter is disguising the radiator.
Okay, so, as you can see, I got Lee to knock me up a little rad cover. Brilliant tip, because, you know, say in this type of room, there's a radiator plank bang in the middle of the wall.
Yeah.
It's ugly. And if you can just get a little bespoke rad cover
Yeah.
like this, choose your screen, paint it up in whatever colour you want, it becomes a little piece of furniture.
Radiator covers are basically a 3-sided box with a shelf over the top, so fairly simple to make, but it's even easier to buy a self-assembly kit which just clips together. These start from around £40 and come in unfinished MDF, ready for painting. In the hall, there's a surprise for Anne's husband David.
So, look! The paper. This is the paper that Anne chose, wasn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, we had it sitting upstairs for so long now. And, well, Anne would never have thought it would have ever got on the walls, I don't think. Because there have been times when Anne has said, when are we going to get around to that? Yes, we will, we will.
Yeah.
We've got
But
it
there
done.
it is, it's done.
We had to be careful to still bring everything else into the scheme, so we picked this carpet to go with it, the paint to go with it, the paint from the stairs to go with it, and now it actually, it's slightly traditional wallpaper, but it's been brought bang up to date, hasn't it?
Absolutely. It just looks amazing.
We've still got a lot of work to do. The feature wallpaper is up, but the other walls in the hall still need painting. In the lounge, the windows are still bare, pictures need hanging, and we've got to get all the furniture back in and dressed. I need to make sure Anne and her friend Janet aren't coming back early.
Hi, Janet, how are you?
We've stopped in the forest just to look at the horses, and we're on our way back now.
If you could stop and look at the horses in the New Forest for a little bit longer, that would be really helpful, because we've still got a bit to do.
Oh, OK.
Just have a little look at them for a bit longer and we'll see you really soon. All right, Janet?
See you soon. Bye.
Everybody, I don't mean to be the prophet of doom, but Anne is on her way back. 2 hours.
Oh,
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Coming up, Anne returns home and is overcome.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm sorry.
And the surprises just keep coming.
Hayley! Oh, Hayley! Oh, Hayley! Oh, darling.
There's just an hour left for our team to finish their surprise makeover before speech trainer Anne returns home and discovers what's been going on while she's been away. Phil, one of the ex-stammerers who has given up his spare time to help out as a thank you to Anne, has been in charge of revamping the lounge.
2, 4, 6, 7.
8. You each have them.
Sure, yeah.
Now it's just the finishing
One on this
touches.
side. Like
Yeah,
that.
please.
Anne's daughter Laura is making sure the family's most treasured possession gets pride of place in the revamped lounge.
So, Laura, what have you got here? This is lovely.
This is a very special photograph of my mum and her dad, who she lost when she was very young. So it's the only photo she's got.
Wow.
So it's very, very precious being in the lounge, the family room.
And where was it before? Was it here before? Or?
I bought it for her last Christmas. I had it made for her, and she's had it upstairs because I wanted to redecorate, but this will mean the world to her.
Now it's done.
Yeah.
The lump in the throat was already coming. I can
Yes.
see it's going to be a very emotional
Very
day.
much so, especially with that though. Gorgeous. Thank you.
A last bit of attention to the finer details, and I think we're there.
I think these are lovely.
Yeah, me too, and it's going to bring in the grey.
Yeah.
It's kind of going to mix these with these. So, you know, like maybe like a plain one behind a stripy one, and then we've little round ones.
Shall I go get the round ones?
Yeah, please.
Let's hope Anne likes what we've done.
Hello.
Hello.
It's me again.
How are you?
I'm very well. Have you had a
good.
lovely time?
Oh, it's been amazing.
I need you to get out of the car.
Thank you. Okay.
Because I want to hear all about it.
Well,
We just
it's
had the
been. I
best
can't
time.
even tell
Hey,
you.
Janet.
It's been incredible.
Really?
It was the most beautiful place you could imagine.
We've been a bit busy while you've been away.
Why?
You might notice a few changes in your house.
What?
Let's have a little look.
You're joking.
The hallway was dark and dated, but has been made a bright and welcoming entrance to the home. The painted banister, contemporary carpet, and a new rich oak floor have brought the hall up to date. The tones all picked from Anne's favourite wallpaper.
Come on, come on.
Oh, oh, it's lovely.
Do you like it?
Oh, look. I'm sorry.
You're all right.
Oh, thank you so much, baby.
Do you recognise the wallpaper?
Oh, it's what?
How long's that been up in your loft?
Oh, absolutely ages. Oh, it's so bright and lovely.
Look, notice this.
Oh, look. Oh, thank you so much. It's absolutely beautiful. How's this been done?
Oh, you have no idea how many people have been in this house. We wanted to do something for you because we know just how hard you work for so many people, and we know how you have given people the confidence to completely and utterly transform their lives. There are also some very special people that wanted to show you how much you have meant to them. So they donned on the old overalls and the paintbrush.
Oh, really?
And there's one of them looking on your staircase. Do you want to come on down?
No. Thank you so much. Look at you.
You do it.
I'm good. Thank you so much.
Pleasure, Anne.
so lovely. I'm so sorry.
You deserve it.
Matt had the job of sanding this down.
Gosh.
You know, you make such a difference to many, many people, and I just wanted to help to make a small difference to your life.
Small. That's not small, that's huge, and I can't begin to thank you.
My pleasure.
The small bathroom was made to feel even tinier by the clashing wallpaper and tiles. Now it's light and airy, but with a colour scheme hopefully matching Anne's taste.
Just have a little look at what we've done to your toilet.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no, good. Oh, no.
Thank you!
Get it back on. Oh no, I don't like it.
Oh look! Oh, it's beautiful! Oh, thank you so much! I love it! Oh, thank you so much! Oh, look! I've only been away a minute. How on earth?
That's why we look like pieces.
Yeah, we've been working hard.
All night, I would think.
And we had somebody that came to help with the downstairs loo, somebody that got a very glamorous job. Somebody that's, again, you've totally and utterly transformed her life.
Hayley! Oh, Hayley! Oh, Hayley! Oh, darling. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem. I'll tell you what, the ultimate thank you, Anne, is obviously, you know, painting your downstairs toilet. You know me. No problem, and it's the least we can all do, just to say a little bit of a thank you. And if we could do more, we really would, Anne.
You've done more than enough,
no.
and you know you have.
No.
Hayley's done an awful lot more from me than you could ever imagine.
They thought I was a tailor, so thanks very much.
They promised you can keep that. You're going out on the town tonight.
Good.
The lounge was old-fashioned, dark and seemed very narrow. Neutral colours, a repainted fireplace and mirror have given the room a new sense of light and space. And the wooden floor helps link the lounge to the hallway.
Oh!
Hold your arm.
Oh, thank you. Oh, look. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, look. Oh, gosh. Oh, thank you so much. I'm sorry.
You're all right.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Take it all in.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it's... Oh, look. Oh, it's
Like the rug.
beautiful. I absolutely adore it.
And look behind.
Like you didn't know. I'm sorry.
You're all right. Laura was telling me all about that. He sounded like a very lovely man. He started me off as well.
I can't even tell you. Most precious, precious man. And this is just too much. Isn't it big?
Yeah.
And bright and lovely. That is so beautiful. Well, it all is. The colour and the curtains.
It's a bit different from what it was 36 hours ago, isn't it? We had one more person that helped with this room. Who's
Right.
going to come in.
Yes. Bless you. Oh, Phil, thank you so much. This is just amazing. I can't believe it. Thank you.
This is just a small token of appreciation for me personally and for everybody else that has gone through Starfish over the last 11 years. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Phil. Brilliant, brilliant. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Small.
You're very
I don't
welcome.
think so.
You're very welcome.
You are a Wonder Woman. You know, the stories that I've heard about you in the last 36 hours and what you've done for people and how you have, without a shadow of a doubt, changed people's lives and altered their paths that they were going down. And it's about time somebody did something to give it back to you.
Oh, thank you.
And they were all more than willing. More than willing. They were like fighting to get in.
And they're all waiting out on the drive to say hello.
Did you do this? How did you do this, darling? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, this is too much. I do not believe this.
Well, I'm so glad it's over. I can relax.
What an amazing lady and what an amazing transformation. It's been a very frantic 36 hours, but I am so glad we've managed to do this for her. She really is such a lovely, lovely lady, and I think she's going to really enjoy this new home. Join me next time for more You Deserve This House.